Hi, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign. Welcome. This is your astrology for the month of August 2024. And it is a month in which it is soulful energy, all about your health and your soul and your well being inside out. You're really assessing the meaning and purpose of your life and what direction you truly want to go in. We're going to dive into what that looks like for you in incredible detail, including a breakdown of every event this month that you need to pay attention to. So get ready, get set, go. Listen for your sun if it's about career and purpose, your moon about body and your home, and your rising sign is everything about you. Try all three and listen to the other videos I've just put out. Now, here's the other thing. Only promotion I have for this month is one simple thing. Would you like to join me in Sky Reader, Be Your Own Astrologer, Time Your Best Life, my 5th time teaching this class? It is full of fun for me to teach it, hopefully fun for you to learn it, ways that you can learn enough astrology based on your looking at your own chart to time your best life using predictive tools that are simple and easy. This is not for you to become an astrologer, but we have live coaching calls, we have a Facebook group, we have live classes, and all the content is available to you forever after. You don't have to, if you miss a class or you can't even attend, you can still keep the content and study at your own pace. Okay, so check it out. In the more button under the box, you click it and you see ... click it, and underneath you'll see the early bird discount wait list. You want to get on that just so you'll be able to get the tuition at a lower level when I first open the tuition enrollment cart in middle of August. I'm batch fit filming today. If you watch other videos, you'll see I'm wearing the same outfit. I've been traveling and I had an internet outage and I couldn't record for a whole day on the day before this. So bear with me, and I'm jet lagged. So I'm doing my best. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. My brain is half-assed. Let's talk about the sky. First of all, we're going to start off with all the planets and where they're moving in your chart. And then we're going to walk into the details of dates and times. Okay. So because Venus is your planetary body that rules you, you are, as is a Taurus rising ruled by Venus. We're going to take a look at Venus to start out. And August the 5th through to the 29th, she's trundling through Virgo. And she's coming off of her stay in Leo, which is your 11th house, which could have brought you some great social enjoyment with friends and groups of belonging and having fun. But she also, when she was 3 weeks in Virgo, in Leo before August the 5th, may have given you some great success in promotions, raises, and accolades in your career gains and space of career reputation. Now, that's behind you. She's moved into Virgo on August the 5th. This is a subtle, quiet space. And this is where she's kind of like, first of all, she loves her bed pleasures and she loves her downtime, cozy downtime, home alone, doing creative and artistic and crafty things home alone, just wanting more solitude for pleasure. Pleasure and solitude interact with each other August the 5th to the 29th. However, she's also quite capable here of offering you up financial gain if you work for an international company or if you are generating revenue from far off shores and lands, depending on what kind of work you do. This can give you some powerful increases in your success in that area of the chart. She likes pleasure and she'll be hanging out with Mercury for a bit of time. In fact, she'll be hanging out with Mercury between brain come back online between August 5th and the 15th. And that can indicate, there's a tendency here for you to perhaps want to travel for pleasure to far off foreign shores and far off foreign lands. And if that's the case, enjoy your time. You may enjoy travel to far off foreign places and really get a lot of satisfaction from that. One thing about this, it's quite a soft place. It's not something you can always notice. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's subtle. And this may lead you to like having more quiet time that is pleasurable. And with Mercury here for some of that, revelatory. I would encourage you in the first, I'd say August the 5th to the 15th, to pay attention to your inner life, to your dreams. I started this by saying it's a soulful energy. It is a soulful energy. And so you want to engage the soulful quality of introspection, spiritual awareness, and awakening in the month of August. Now, pleasurable leisure travel, far off foreign shores to places you've been before, also positive in the month of August, especially while Mercury is retrograde between August the 5th and 15th, and he is also in your 12th house. That kind of means pleasurable travel to a place you've been before, this far off and foreign to where you are right now. It doesn't have to be foreign land from birthplace, just far off and foreign. All right, moving onwards, we did the Venus story. Let's talk Mercury since I brought the guy up. Mercury is traveling retrograde. It's complicated. Let's just break it down. Mercury is going to retrograde at 4 degrees of Virgo on August the 5th. As we enter into August, he's already in Virgo. So Virgo back end, 12th house matters is all about those insights, those dreams at night, those ideas that come in the stillness of your meditation, for example. But it can also be emails and phone calls, text messages from people in far off places and foreign shores. And so that kind of highlights the energy of this retrograde between August the 5th and 15th. And because it's Mercury going back through your 12th house, as he's going to head backwards, into your 11th house, you may find that you're really reassessing some of your addiction, self-undoing, and self-sabotaging strategies, because that's another meaning of the 12th house. And Venus says pleasure, and Mercury says, let's do some revisions and rethinking about those pleasures. What doesn't fit anymore? And if you're at all a writer and he's retrograde, you're polishing off a project of writing that you've written before. Venus is helping you do a great job at the polishing work of some writing project during that time. Again, dates are August the 5th to the 15th. On August the 15th to the 29th, however, he's still retrograding, but he's in your 11th house where he was for much of July. So you may go back to things that you were doing in July that have to do with your career and your career gains and your money, or friends and groups of belonging and friendship circles. And with Mercury retrograde here, you often hear from an elder sibling, if you have one, by email or phone call or text, or you hear from a friend or ally or benefactor, someone in your larger social groups that is coming from your past and you may not have seen or heard with for a long time. Also, money from your career from the past comes back to you when he retrogrades here, August the 15th to the 29th. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe somebody, you're supposed to get paid for something and it was delayed, and it was something you should have gotten money from, maybe in July, connected to your career. And now this is coming back from the past, some kind of recompense financially in a career matter between August 15th to the 29th. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is Mars. Mars is doing something he hasn't done since 1989. He's joining together with Jupiter in your 9th house of God. Now, it's important because it's rare. So therefore, middle of the month, you're going to notice this energy is really intense. And it's something to do with how you can be lucky, bounteous, passionate, driven, directional, and decisive in matters to do with the following themes: higher education and learning, book publishing and publications, including podcasts, things to do with the word international, things to do with visas and foreign travel, things to do with third marriages. Yes, third long-term committed love story that's monogamous and you're living together like a marriage. 9th house matters can be also about your spiritual philosophy and belief. Jupiter up here, well, Jupiter's been here since May and will be here till next June. And if you don't have a religion, you're going to get one. If you don't have a spiritual philosophy, you're going to find one, etc. But you can be lucky in applying for higher educational schools up here. You can be lucky in book publishing. You can be lucky, right? Jupiter. But Mars is like giving you some kind of boost. It's very confident, exuberant, buoyant energy. And if you end something, which Mars likes to do with the 9th house, you decouple or end from your spiritual philosophy, your book publisher, from your educational setting, you do it with the bounteous Jupiter's blessings, and you have blessed endings if you need them in 9th house matters. Again, this energy is very intense in the middle of the month. We're going to break it down when we get to the all signs portion of the reading. So stay tuned for that. I mean, not the all signs, the chronological portion of today's video. We'll break it down for you. All right. So I just paused the recording. I hope I can remember where I was. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm just looking at your chart so I can remember where I was. Oh yeah, so we're really, I haven't broken down the bits by bits. I'm sorry, guys. I had to get some water. So Jupiter, Mars, go back to 1989. How does some of these 9th house matters play out in your whole sign 9th house, which is the Gemini part of your sky? I do like that Mercury will be very supportive in the middle of this month and onward, because he'll retrograde it back into Leo, meaning that he flows to the thing that's happening in his domicile. And it could open up some really exciting opportunities where allies, benefactors, and friends with favors want to support you in your success in 9th house matters. And you could get a lot of career money flowing to you from things you're doing in the 9th house. And I already delineated all the meanings of the 9th house. And you can get more meanings in my free Meanings of the 12 Houses PDF in my description box below. Scroll down. And I forgot to share my summer sale as well. Oh, well, say Libby. I'm selling, flash selling all my videos right now. So go check it on below description box. Guys, jet lag. I'm so jet lagged, 2 months in Europe and stuff. Okay. Next, we want to talk about just a general thought. Jupiter in your ninth house will be here all the way through the next year, all the way through till June 9th of next year. And this is like luck in your ninth house. So if you want to apply to university, get a book publishing deal, get your podcast out there, international exposure, travel to foreign lands, this is where you have a lot of positive energy. So this is your place to succeed, including finding a spiritual path that really works for you in your life and a meaning of your life as well. Let's break down the rest of the story. When Saturn, he's until 2026, your work house, you're grinding. You've been grinding at work since last March. You'll grind at work until February of 2026. Be careful for your health as well. Just as a general principle, when Saturn goes through the sixth house, we end up getting run down and having some karmic health challenges as well. All right, so let's go ahead and break down the month in terms of every event, including the new and full moon this month. August the 2nd, Venus will square Uranus. This is intensity regarding something you don't expect, Uranus and Venus. Usually love, money stories, friendship as well. Well, this is a square. So it's Venus still in Virgo around August the 2nd. She hasn't really, my brain is so offline. She hasn't left Virgo. I mean Virgo. She hasn't left Leo. That's your 12th house, 11th house, and she's squaring Uranus in your 8th house. This looks to me like a money story. Bank loans, mortgages, investment monies, taxes, and connected to career monies, and a bit of surprise element there. August the 2nd, you'll have a second surprise later in the month in the same area of life. 8th house, chunky money, taxes, mortgages, shared resources. You'll have the same kind of energy August 18th, 19th, when Mercury in Leo retrograde does the same thing. Again, some kind of unexpected surprise looming from the past, connected to monies, mostly around career and finances, may show up for you in this month ahead. Squares just ask for you to take action, right? They're conflictual, but they promote action and decisions. So actions and decisions around career and money and savings and mortgages and loans are predominant maybe for you early August and mid-August. Again, August 2nd and August 18th. And with the one on August 18th, 19th with Mercury retrograde in the 11th house, you may have an email, phone call, text message from somebody who's a friend or someone connected to your colleagues and co-worker space, or someone like an elder sibling, and it connects to money or finances or secrets that were hidden from your view. That's the August 18th story. One of the things I'd say for you about this month ahead is that because the Sun and Jupiter on August 6th and 7th are going to be in a flowing relationship, which we want in life, we like that. This is going to look like something like a glow up or a positive development in your professional and career space. The Sun is up there where you receive the gains of your career, highlighting that factor in your story. And Jupiter is prosperity, bounty, and wealth. And so there's a wealth up energy, a little light shining here around August the 6th and the 7th. It can be a raise, a promotion, unexpected bonus payment or something like that, especially with Jupiter in the ninth house. Often looks like the back end of a business, or the human resources department, things like that, or an opportunity that is very luscious for professional career travel. And again, we're looking at that probably being most active August the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Moving forward, we want to talk about this Mercury retrograde bumping into Venus. And that is happening. Well, the two of them are in Virgo, which is fine. That's Mercury's sign. And we talked about this in your 12th house earlier. I hope I did. Well, those two crashing into each other in the sign of your 12th house is indicating that you're going to have some information or news. But because it's the 12th house about creativity, love, money, Venus, pleasure, foreign travel, because it's a 12th house, it could be kind of like a conversation behind the scenes, backroom deals and negotiations, not in the public view. Or If you are working on a creative writing project, a breakthrough moment, something very positive, developing a new idea, a new creative, muse-inspired way of doing something in a creative writing project. If you work for an international company, make money across foreign shores and distant lands, money from the past in this regard and opportunities from the past in this regard are being highlighted around the 8th of the month of August. August the 13th to the 16th, Jupiter will co-join in the sky with this energy of Mars, which I mentioned already. It's not since 1989. I described that already in your 9th house. But also know that as this progresses, this opportunity, bold, daring energy in your 9th house of all the meanings, foreign lands, travel, education, publications, as this is a legal matters, winning in a legal court case. This is August 13th to the 19th. As this is happening, we begin to see Mars and Jupiter pushing against Saturn in a square or tension energy from the 15th to the 24th. So it's embedded within the conjunction is a square to Saturn. And Saturn is in your work house and your health house. So Saturn is the orange light, the caution light, the sober, realistic, tangible, slow down, make it real, be serious, be responsible. It can't be work responsibilities get in the way of a bounteous opportunity to travel to a foreign shore, or health matters get in the way, or a situation with an ailing and elder pet get in the way of some excitement you have around 9th house matters. Yet Saturn is always going to give you what you need, not necessarily what you want. And so you want to listen to the sagacity and wisdom of that eldering energy of the Senate, Saturn, that wise old man, advising you that, yes, be bounteous, expansive, and excited about the opportunity that opened up in your 9th house. But you still have to tend to your health, to your work responsibilities and duties, to your pet, right? Those matters still have to be factored into the story. And with Venus opposing Saturn a little bit later as we move forward, we're going to note that, let's say, between the 19th and the 24th, especially, Venus gets into the fray. And this is going to look a little bit like money and love hardships, or money and love is hard is a good word for that. But because it's in your 12th house, 6th house axis, it can activate a real powerful shift connected to your spiritual values and the meaning of your life regarding health matters that are connected to self-undoing, self-sabotage, negative habits and patterns, and addictions. And quite possibly this Venus in your 12th house opposing Saturn can be challenges in your work environment in the later part of the month. Let's say August 18th to the 24th. And maybe even some challenges from a hidden enemy. One of the ways that the 12th house can play out, somebody back talking, gossiping about you, some kind of, difficulty in work. But you do have Jupiter with Mars in Gemini dealing with it, right? And there's a sense that you can use Jupiter's beneficence to make this a positive experience for you in some way. If you work for an organization that's like helping the people, a little bit like humanitarian, non-governmental, institutional, but oriented towards serving or helping, there can be some clashes going on here with that Venus square, Jupiter, Mars, opposite Saturn. And it may feel like you want to quit something. You want to give up. You want to get out of there. You might want to quit your work, but I don't think you will. Jupiter's too strongly saying, keep going, keep on, you'll succeed up here. But you may be tired and you may have a bit of frustration. That's all. It'll pass. August the 21st to 24th, though, Venus squares Mars, after squaring Jupiter. So that's where you're going to be tempted August 21st to 24th to maybe want to retire, to quit, to go travel to another country, to get out of Dodge, to take a break, to stay home and hide under the covers. You might be pitted against a situation that's challenging regarding debts, financially, pets, health matters, and coworker, colleagues, space stuff. That's a window of tension, August 21st, 24th. If you're going to feel like quitting something, that's the energy there. You might want to quit. If you're single, this is the cosmic lovers in a hot tango, August 21st to 24th, indicating a passionate romance can emerge from foreign shores, foreign people, and foreign lands, or in an academic setting. It may fire up as very hot, but it may not last. I will give you that. And coincident with Mars and Venus squaring, Mercury is flowing to Mars. So Mercury has another story. He's like, oh, you know, I'm down. He's in the 11th house, flowing to the 9th house. And that would be more like some really powerful situation going on with raises, promotions. So you got a mixed bag here for sure going on, or opportunities for travel to far off foreign shores, and emails and phone calls from a friend or an ally, benefactor, elder sibling. Also, August 21st to the 24th, some travel opportunities. August the 26th to the 27th, Venus trines Uranus. We like it. It's happy surprises and love and money. It's positive and it's quite delightful. All trines are luck, opportunity, expansion, and growth because they're the nature of Jupiter. August 26th to the 27th looks sweet. And what happens here is Venus Earth trines Uranus from the sign of Virgo in the late degrees of Virgo. And you could say something like, I'm so surprised and so delighted by this 8th house story. Chunky money, secret hidden romance behind the scenes, romance with someone under the wraps. No one else knows about it, but you're surprised by it. I'm surprised by the money that my partner and I have to share, the money I got from a tax rebate, the money I got from some kind of unexpected but shared resource, a stock taking off, even something like that. Again, we're looking at that August 26th and 27th. August the 29th, though, and we're going to see it 28th and 29th, and she goes a little further along, and she now becomes oppositional to Neptune at the late degrees of Virgo to the late degrees of, not 29th degree of Pisces. This is not easy. Venus and Virgo is already in rough shape. She's in a 12th house placement, not strong by house. And she's opposing Neptune in the house of the work, the pets, the rental situations, the debts, and health matters. So there is some tension here. Neptune is retrograde. He's trying to show you with Saturn's help what's true, what's real, what's not illusory in those areas of the 6th house. Venus is about pleasure. She's in a house axis of stuff that's about addiction. Some of you Libras are really just going to deal up some kind of face-off around areas of your life where, are you addicted to work? Do you work too hard? Especially with Saturn there. Do you need some downtime and pleasure and alone time? And do you need to take a break? And you're going to ask yourself those questions and feel that stuff around the 27th to the 28th, 29th of the month, maybe into the 30th of the month of August. All right. It may propel you to tell your boss or quit your job, not quit, but maybe tell your boss you need downtime or take some downtime to some quiet place where you can restore your physical vitality and be alone. That energy is so strong for many of you Libras at the end of the month. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Sky Reader starts in September. I forgot to share in all of these videos that if you want to get my 2024 All Signs video bundle, it's on my summer sale. You're going to get everything more than half price, $14 just for one sign for a 90-minute video about the whole year. 6 months ahead, why not get it? And also my bundle, my 2024 All Signs bundle, which is now $33, and you can get it for Sun, Moon, and Rising, which is affordable for $33. It's $11 per video, but also share that content of those hidden videos with friends and family when you buy the bundle. All right, thanks for listening. Don't forget, check me out below, everything about my channel, and I hope to see you guys in some of my smaller groups. Take care. Hopefully this is a good month for you.